Hey guys, welcome back to Paradise on Pennies. Hey, today I just want to talk a little bit about an relevant issue for us, for nomads, people that live on the road, and anybody that enjoys going out to nature to camp or enjoy our public lands. Obviously, public lands are pretty important to people like us that frequent them and need them to be in decent condition to enjoy them. And that goes for a lot of spin off topics that I could talk about and that we typically mention either here or on the Facebook page that are pretty important topics. And yeah, they, of course, are even going to touch on things that become social and political. It's really important because our public lands are the only places that we can really have space, a lot of space, and a closer area to enjoy what is at least close to wilderness. That we can see wildlife on and we can play and camp and get that outdoors time that we need for our children and ourselves. And yeah, so obviously it's pretty important. I don't really need to explain that probably to most people. But there are some really big issues that I just want to remind you guys to pay attention to if this is close to your heart. I'm talking from experience mostly within the States, although we have traveled into Canada, and some of these things will be comparable there too. Some of these issues I think are there too. I don't necessarily know all the political level action that can or is being taken for some of this. But anyway, today's topic, among others, I just want to talk about the basically recreational noise, but specifically shooting and fireworks on public lands. The recreational shooting that goes on is not being done in any classification that some people might want to call responsible. There are bullets at almost every campsite we go to, many of them very middle of nowhere, hard to get to spots. So, we can't make the argument that it's done in any responsible manner. And it's done for fun. And so we're like littering the forest and the really cool areas with these shells and other litter that goes along with it. I mean, we've seen people that are just like throwing stuff up in the air and shooting it and then leaving all the garbage and everything that goes along with it. I'd like to say that that's a rare case and that's just a special case, right? Those were just some people that were misguided, but it's not, and it's happening a lot. So we may need to rethink whether or not this is something we want on our public lands. And then another thing that's close to heart for us, not only does it hurt the wildlife, hurts the aesthetics of the land, which is part of your nature experience, right? The beauty of it. It's not really beautiful when there's trash and bullets and things that wildlife can get hurt by. But on top of it, we obviously have dogs, and that's really not good for the dogs. So now I'm going to stop chatting at you, and I just want to show you guys some clips of what happens to poor Kluane dog, which is a dog that gets anxiety about the noise. And I know there's many dogs that do. I've had other dogs in the past. They just don't understand it. And you know that this is also happening to wildlife as well. In fact, we've heard and seen some wildlife reactions that you could tell that they were very uncomfortable with the loud noises. This is some clips of Kluane at one of our recent public land spots where someone just decided to just continuously shoot throughout the evening. And I think this is pretty relevant considering that 4th of July is right around the corner. And that typically means a lot of booming and banging. I don't know this year if it'll be better or worse on public lands because of obviously the COVID thing going on. I'm not sure what that's going to do, but I just want to put this out there and get people thinking about this importance. And I'll leave you with these clips of how poor Kluane dog has to deal with this and be thinking about how it might affect other animals and people trying to enjoy the public lands as well. So here it comes.
Hey, Kluane dog, you okay? Do you want a little cookie? You usually love cookies. You want a cookie? You want a cookie? You don't want a cookie? Alright, buddy. I'll leave you in your safe spot, okay? He's just tucked under here, under our little bed. Refuses to come out because he's super nervous about guns and the gunshots in the background, which are very loud. I'll see if I can record them if they go off again. But a lot of loud popping noises. They echo really loud in the canyon, and they are, well, I think what happens to dogs with fireworks too.